Well, 110 for 8. Nikhil's prediction is spot on. He said 110. And Arshdeep Singh's 4 for 9. Fantastic spell. Hardik Pandya 2 for 14. Not a single over for Ravindra Jadeja though. And USA have been restricted to, as per the trends in New York, the very same totals that we have seen throughout. A par total. 110 for 8. In that sense. But this pitch looked better. I mean, Nitish Kumar was the highest with 27 of 23.
Even Taylor was getting a few big hits.
Taylor was also getting, there wasn't that much of
targeted Pandya, I remember.
He tried. They all tried. But one over from Dubey, that 11 saw runs. 11 runs being scored. Axar Patel, a bit expensive. But it was in that period where USA managed to capitalize the most. And looking at it, the Pacers did the damage, which meant that the spinners were just not getting enough purchase of this wicket. That's why 4 Pacers at this point, it kind of justifies that. But Nikhil, did this pitch play better than in the previous matches to you, or do you think it's that still sluggish, very two-paced New York wicket that you have been seeing?
No, bang on. Exactly what I expected, and exactly what I wanted to say. Better pitch.
Better pitch, yep. But looking at the way Arshdeep was getting the swing and the
something that,
I think
Nikhil, we're losing you. I think we're losing you.
Yeah, Nikhil, it's cutting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this better? Is this better?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, so 100% a better pitch, 10,000% a better pitch. This is something that we expected. This is something that Rohit Sharma alluded to. And if you take a look at the matches as well as they go on, see, this also takes me back to if you. So the India-Pakistan game, you got a strip that was used previous day for the South Africa-Netherlands game. If I'm mistaken, that same strip was used for the next day as well. At that time, surprised a lot of us, and because usually for big tournaments you do not use strips back to back to fresh, and that too a big game like India Pakistan, you expect the fresh. The reason why they gave a used pitch, because we were speaking to a few experts, these pitches, which now you know have been prepared in Florida, not in Adelaide. They tend to get better. The kind of soil that is used, it's black colored soil. It tends to get slightly better if you keep playing cricket on it. And that actually then takes you back. If you really wanted some good pitches for this tournament, you should have had a few months of cricket here, maybe club cricket, maybe major league cricket as they call it. And then pitches would have been better. But anyhow, what is the situation right now? The pitches have gotten better in New York. It's a pity that it's the last game on this stadium. You only wish that you could have now carried on the tournament, because going forward you would have gotten better pitches. Having said that, I think with the pitch getting better, 110 doesn't seem like a very good total. Had it been the pitch at the start of the tournament, you would have given an outside chance to a team, but not quite. I mean, this is now a 150-60 pitch. So a minimum total that USA would have needed today to put any sort of pressure on India would have been upwards of 150. They've fallen well short of it, 40 runs short. I should have placed a bet today rather than just predicting the score. Would have made, because it's legal here, right? Legally. I mean, legally. You can go to a betting store and legally place a bet. If I had to put, I would have made a few $100. Yeah. Having said that, I mean, this is not a total. We spoke about it pre-game, huh?
Yep.
But while I'm liking the USA batting, and they bat rather deep. Some of those batters you got to see today as well, very good. Some of the established batters didn't get going, but you knew that it was a good batting lineup. But they were up against a quality bowling attack, and that is the reason I pegged them down to 110. Had it been any other bowling attack, I would have given this batting lineup maybe 130-40 in my prediction, because I knew they were going to be up against Jasprit Bumrah. I did not think that they'd go past 100. That is why my prediction was. So short to chase down. The only downside for India is that you are hoping that some of your batters who are not in rhythm get a chance to bat. But with this sort of a total, I'm afraid even that sort of a advantage of allowing everyone else to bat. Your top order pretty much should do the job for them.
And Nikhil, you may have won the bet about the score being restricted to 110. But even you would have not predicted that maybe Ravindra Jadeja did not get a single over today. And Shivam Dube bowled the one over in which he was very underwhelming. But was that a plan? Not bowling Jadeja at all?
No, I don't think it was a plan, but I think it probably kind of was situation specific. I guess they thought that, okay, maybe today being the situation that it is, maybe try and allow a Dube. In fact, this is a conversation that I had with the bowling coach yesterday on the side of the press conference about whether Dube would bowl, and that's where I got a feeling. These sort of games, this one, the next one against Canada, are probably the games that you could try and really test Dube whether he can be that bowler for you in situation. Today went for 11 runs. You're right. I've been seeing a lot of him in the practice session, Dube. Even in practice, optional practice sessions, he's been coming and he's been bowling a lot. So I think this is something that the team has in mind. Rohit Sharma has spoken about it, but I think it's not just lip service. They genuinely want Dube to be that option, and I don't see him being an option because you think somebody else will go for him to bring. I think why him is an option is on a situation where they drop.
Nikhil, we seem to be losing you again.
Yeah. While we take the conversation forward, in case we're audible, Nikhil, if you could just move into an area which has better connectivity, better network, because we're constantly losing you now. The frame's also taken a bit of a hit. So while Shivam gets
Better.
to fix those things, what I rather suggest is we'll resume with the conversation. If you could rejoin after having moved, let's say, a few meters here and there into a better network
Is this
area.
better now?
No.
No, not really.
Okay, you guys carry on.
We'll carry on. Shivam will take care of the rest.
Yeah, and to add to what Siddharth was saying, I don't think it was a plan, but they bowled a left-arm spinner for 3 overs in Axar, and he went at an economy of 8. I think they saw that and isn't possible.
They realized exactly, because they're like for like bowlers, they're identical. The only thing is how they vary their pace is one thing that sets them apart in terms of getting turn, in terms of getting grip.
The trajectory is
similar bowlers. And once Axar was being targeted and we saw him also being taken to the cleaners a couple of times, you knew that Jadeja is not going to be bowling. And those balls, a couple of those deliveries felt as if he was bowling on a cement pitch, because there was hardly any movement straight. And the couple of times that it ended up being in the arc of the left-hander, the ball was dispatched. So you knew that there's no point having a Jadeja bowl as well. It's going to be the same outcome.
And I also feel Axar Patel was the first option here. I also feel the reason there could be that firstly he's a little taller, so that high arm action would have actually helped more on this wicket as compared to a Jadeja. But the main question what I would want to ask all three of you is that
even Nikhil, he's back.
Okay, even Nikhil sir then, that moving ahead is Axar Patel going to be picked ahead of a Jadeja moving ahead if it comes down to a shootout between the two of them?
No, first off, it won't be a shootout between them because you'd want your 8 batting, and I think.
No, but you can still.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You bring in a Sanju.
But I doubt you're doing that. I think you'll want 3 spinners.
Maybe the question is,
no.
If it comes to it, are India picking Axar ahead of Jadeja? That's the question.
If it really comes to it, I would, because I have always said that. Listen,
I think everyone would have picked Axar Patel ahead of Jadeja. That was our opinion. But would the team do it? We were not sure about.
Are India courageous enough to do that? I doubt.
Even after not bowling him today, more or less, I don't think he's going to have any role in today's game now, because I don't think his batting is going to come. Hopefully not.
See, again, for this kind of a wicket, you're looking at 2 same bowlers, and this is the thing that we've always been saying. Jaddu, Axar are the same when it comes to bowling, because they offer the same skill sets.
And with batting though, I would still place Axar ahead of a Jadeja currently.
No, even I think bowling wise also
bowling wise,
consistency and accuracy.
See, bowling wise,
Plus a
they're more
little
or less the
more
same.
straight high arm.
More or less the same. You're not
Yeah,
gaining.
it's
The
just-
gains and losses are bare minimum.
Yeah,
Again, if you on the rare occasion you get a slightly spinning track, I'd actually prefer having a Jadeja
Yeah.
because he tends to exploit those
But on a
pitches
track that
well.
is a little flatter and
There's nothing wrong with going
bounces,
either
yeah.
of them. Either of them you're going with is not wrong. Where I'll pick an Axar is batting. Batting leaps and bounds better than Jadeja in this format right now.
Even
And
bowling,
even historically.
just
Yeah,
going
even
back a
bowling,
few
yeah,
days
that's
back when we
right.
did the dugout, and just picked up the phone to pull out those numbers. Axar was better than Jadeja. You look at
In terms of economy.
T20I numbers. We took those numbers from January 2022. Look at the wickets column again, much ahead. Economy much the same. This IPL as well, 11 wickets for Axar as compared to 8 for Jadeja. So those numbers as well, do tell a story that if it does come down to picking one between the two of them, then it's not the most difficult pick.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but Jadeja got 3 or 4 wickets against KKR. What was an absolute
3 wickets.
Yeah, 3 wickets against KKR, and what was an absolute rank turner in the first innings. After that, the pitch eased out, but if you remove those, if you look beyond that, that's just 5 wickets in 13 games. It's not a very good return.
T20I numbers, in fact, since 2022, Axar 37 wickets as compared to Jadeja 7 wickets.
No, and why I'm asking this question is also because usually when we have seen a collapse of the Indian top order, we have always seen somebody like a Jadeja coming up at number 4.
But
on
now
that
you
row.
don't need to do that.
Now because you send in an Axar Patel there, so if
And
that
you
is
got
the
a
exact,
Pant.
You got Pant, Dubey.
yeah,
You
and
have
if that's
batters.
if that's the role you have to play, and then you are sending an Axar Patel in place of, for as far as hitting is concerned at the bottom of the innings, I don't think that is going to. Jadeja is going to be suitable for that either.
no.
So then, if it comes down to picking one out of the two, I think now even the team is going to make that finally make that.
But
move.
I am seriously telling you, the experiment with so far, whatever has happened with Shivam Dubey.
Is it? Yeah.
I'm sorry, boss.
Exactly, I was talking about this.
You
in
have
the
to start
pre-game
sweating
also.
over it now.
Exactly.
You really have to.
I said this in the pre-innings also, but then it's the same thing that it's just too soon to actually drop him now that you have shown faith in him, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But the alarm bells are starting to grow louder and louder. He's
is.
not impressed with the bat, and the one over he had potentially swung the momentum a little bit, because until that point, USA weren't really looking to attack a lot.
Exactly.
That over was a bit of a release.
Yep.
And a bowler like Harshit sir mentioned in the pre-show also that you need WW bowlers like this on such wickets. But I think that Shivam Dubey on this wicket could be the perfect bowler you could like actually go after, because you need that extra pace, that extra bounce, and that in your action, that X factor which actually helps the ball to move, or that uneven bounce also. Shivam Dubey doesn't have that.
Anyway, see,
perfect condition.
You have to take all the runs, wickets here with a pinch of salt. You just have to see, okay, I played 4 games, rub it clean, and start afresh in Barbados.
Yeah, once you're in the West Indies, it will be wholly
You
different
are
conditions.
not going to encounter these kind of situations on a consistent basis in the West Indies.
Won't be spicy.
Exactly. Although to a certain extent, if you get the wrong Barbados wicket, maybe then it will be very spicy.
Yeah, but then Barbados, so far what we've seen is that either it's a rank turning kind of, or a very slow low, or it's a belter. No, belter I don't think will bother this Indian side. Oh,
is that?
That is Kohli for a golden duck.
Oh, Netravalkar gets Kohli for a golden duck.
Big fish.
Big fish indeed.
Big surprise.
And this
Yeah.
wasn't
Big
even
wicket.
like he was going after a ball
Yeah, this was just
outside of
tentative.
Yeah.
This was very tentative. Yes.
Oh dear.
And right on cue when the broadcaster was showing his previous dismissals. Made a hat trick out of it.
So his total now is 1 plus 4 plus 0.
1-4. Yeah.
1 plus 4 plus 0.
5
Right?
runs, 3 matches.
That's not a good deal.
It is in that channel outside.
It's in the
off.
channel poking. But even then, Siddharth, it's not that delivery that you really have to necessarily reach out to.
Yeah, you
If
can
it's
just
there,
left
it's
it.
there. Yeah, you just leave it then.
See, he
but you unnecessarily poking
you
it.
very well know that you cannot be leaving
games.
a ball in the.
all 3 games.
It's not
he
fourth
already
stump.
reached out.
It's not fourth stump, fifth stump that you have to play at it.
No, all 3 games He's reached out and gotten out.
Yeah,
Because
Pakistan,
he reached out. It
Correct.
was Dushman Chamira getting that wicket.
Ireland danced down.
Yeah.
Top edge
Top edge
called
to third man. Now this just poking.
Yeah, you give the benefit of doubt to the batter when it's fourth stump, fifth stump,
Out.
and you understand that you have to play at it.
1-4.
This wasn't that delivery.
So you would have wanted him to actually leave this delivery.
Yeah.
Alone.
Because he was angling away. Unless
exactly.
he was worried that it will come back in, and I don't think there was that much.
Rohit was typically in that kind of a thing because if he's struggling for a delivery that's coming in, he would poke at a delivery outside off and get out.
Yeah.
But no, this is
A la
Kohli.
Trent Bolt.
A la
Who
Trent
knows
Bolt,
if Netravalkar does get an RCB contract now?
I highly doubt. He might get an MI contract.
He might get an MI contract. He needs-
MI contract, see, you have to dismiss Rohit then because Rohit, remember, was dismissed by
Okay, what
Madhushanka and Madhushanka
Okay,
ended
what happens if he gets
getting
him out in this over or in the next over?
then RCB MI in a bidding war.
Bidding war come 2025.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll take a few comments before
Quickly,
wrapping this
yeah.
stream up. Mayank Pradhan says Rohit, Dubey, Jadeja out. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rinku Singh, and Ravi Bishnoi should be in. Karma will hit BCCI.
Oh, Ravi Bishnoi is not even there. Even the travelling reserves also.
No, he actually, I would have gone if you wanted a fourth spinner, considering the way things were going. I would have gone for a Bishnoi over a Chahal because Chahal was not in your scheme of things at all.
No, but the
IPL
kind of
wickets.
performance he had in the IPL, there was no way
Chahal, he was
he
amongst
And
the
after
wickets.
he got picked, he went Shivam Dubey as well.
Yeah, he did.
That we did the grading for most of these players. All of them, in fact,
think
minus
this
the
was-
Delhi players. I remember they were the ones to not play for those
Wow.
5 days.
Netravalkar had troubled Virat Kohli in the corporate trophy in 2009. And that was when he got that.
But 2009.
Still, bustling left arm quake, still getting some movement.
And I think Virat was in a double mind to actually block it or to go after
He
the
got
shot.
the attention of 4 people in that corporate trophy, Netravalkar. MS Dhoni, Yuvraj Singh, Virat Kohli, and one more, not in the current squad at this point, I forget the 4th name.
And so that's why he ended up playing for the USA.
He
And
was,
Virat Kohli getting the attention of Virat Kohli in 2009 was actually a point.
he was already an under-19 World Cup winning captain.
That
And
counts
he
for
was-
precious little.
No,
Yeah.
in 2008 it was a big
No, but still, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying
know,
in the
yeah.
hindsight, it
But
counts
he
for
was still
nothing.
making
But he
it
got
way in
Dhoni's
the Indian.
Ask USA regent Unmukh Chand.
Yeah.
Ah,
See, it's like
they didn't pick him in the squad.
Netravalkar, look at the fortunes there also. He's not won the under-19 World Cup, but he's getting this much of popularity. Unmukh Chand, despite winning under-19 World Cup 2012,
Gets rejected.
gets
Even-
rejected.
Moves to the USA. So the one
And then
player,
gets rejected again.
by the way, the one player we were all sure of and you knew of, and
Yeah.
you didn't have to be working at Sports Today for that. Even anyone, you know,
Unmukh Chand.
Exactly, Unmukh Chand became a household name.
Yeah.
He became a
And he was
household
in
name.
Mayur Vihar, no? He used to stay in Mayur
Yeah,
Vihar.
yeah. He's from.
And from there, he
went
moves
there
to the
only
US. He moves to the US.
he
That's
especially went to play only, just like Milind Kumar also.
Anyhow,
Nitish.
couple more
Nitish.
comments. Meraj Rule says H1B visa versus future H1B holders. Very funny.
Very
Also, then follows up by saying that telling Nikhil that he was in New York last week. Must visit WTC subway station night. Hyatt Place in Jersey has a rooftop restaurant, best skyline view. We'll pass your message along. Yes, Miraj, we will. Karthikeya says that sad day NBA logo Jerry West passes away. Jerry West was the player around whom the NBA logo was modeled. That guy playing basketball, so Jerry West. So
That's Jerry
yeah,
West.
R.I.P.
Yep, indeed. So, Pant gets off the mark, but yeah, Kohli gone. Golden Duck. I think it's his first Golden Duck in the T20 World Cup ever.
Ever, I don't remember.
No, he's gotten a Golden Duck against Australia at Barsapara in 2017. But I think in the World Cup it's his first.
Well, we'll have to check
Yeah,
that.
we'll check that. Okay.
Anyhow, anyone changing predictions?
No.
Exactly. No, I had to ask.
no.
I have to ask. It's like
But do we see this becoming a KG affair?
if you lose a couple of wickets more,
Yeah.
yes. Otherwise, no.
It may not end in 10, 11 overs, it may end in 15,
Okay, let's
16
predict
overs.
the victory margin then. Number of wickets.
8 wickets.
7 wicket.
6.
I'll
8,
go-
7, 6. You
I'll
say
go
5 now.
I'll go 6 as well.
Okay.
See a few
Let's predict
wickets
the
falling.
overs too.
Ali Khan.
Ali Khan, KKR
At
legend.
16th over. They are winning it in the 16th over.
He's not a KKR legend, but he has played for Trinbago Knight Riders. Did play for KKR, was picked in the 2020 auction. Didn't get a game.
Didn't get a game, yeah.
Ali Khan. He also plays for LA Knight Riders.
Yeah, the entire Knight Riders franchise. That's
He's-
yeah.
It's like recently when Trinbago were confirming their roster, I see one new name they've signed, Jason Roy. So it's like a family affair at this point. You play for us there?
He's a local. Jason Roy.
Jason Roy? Jashwanta Roy?
Jashwanta Roy.
Yeah, he's played for KKR and Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. See, plays for
And
the family.
Vancouver Knights in the
That's GL.
GL T20, yeah, Canada.
Anyhow,
Okay, so we'll see you for the match end. Longer discussion then, okay?
he's a Knight Rider.
Yep.
Ali Khan.
Ali Khan.
Los Angeles. Yeah. But that's Vancouver Knights is not owned by KKR. It's just called Knights.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you later on.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.